This is Peter Lasowski with the Crocodile Brain Selling System and the Croc Brain Tip of the Day. All right, so today we're going to talk about the common stall tactic. This is a common sales stall tactic. You ever had this happen to you where you've done your sales presentation and then the person says, well, I've got to think about it some more, or, well, I have to talk to my husband or wife, or I have to talk to my spouse, or I got to take a look at the website. I got to look at it more. But basically, these are all stall tactics. And where do these stall tactics come from? They come from fear. All right, because either they have not, you have not taken away their fear, which is basically again triggered by the crocodile brain. We talked about this before. The crocodile brain is all about survival, fight, flight, reproduction. So anything that it is not sure about, okay, and remember, the crocodile brain is a cognitive miser. What that means is that's a fancy term for it doesn't like to think. So if you've not done your job at removing all the different fears that the crocodile brain will have, again, the sales filter goes up, and now you're going to be into stall tactic mode. So this happens to everybody, and occasionally you're going to run into this, and as you are, if you're a beginning in sales, or you're a rookie, or you've had a lot of people say, well, I got to think about it, and then you're in this, phone tag, it's just a bad situation. So anyway, they don't return your calls. So here's the thing. What you're going to be doing, it's called the limbic implant, all right? Now remember, just to go through this again, we got cortex, rational thinking, data analysis, limbic system, emotions, associative memories, and things like that, the chemical elixir dumper, the reward circuit, crocodile brain, the survival mechanism. These are the three brains, the three parts of the brain that we have, this 3-pound organ that's in our head. Okay, so you want to get into the limbic system. When some woman says, well, I have to think about it, here's what you do. You do not argue with them, because why? It's going to raise the sales filter and they will shut down. So here's what you say. You say, great. Let's say the guy's name is Dan that we're talking to you. So, great, Dan, take all the time you want, but while you're thinking about it, would you do a favor for me? And then pause. Now, you don't need to have him necessarily answer, yeah, I'll do a favor, but I want you to pause. Why? Because you're doing a brain freeze, okay? You want to freeze that brain. The do a favor for me, what does that arouse? Curiosity. So now the sales filter is going to be down, and that brain is going to focus on you at least for 8 seconds. And then you want to pick a daily activity, whether it's taking a shower right before they get out of bed, or right when they're jumping in the car to go to work, because these are the things that they do pretty much every day out of habit. So you can go, great, Dan, I want you to take all the time you need, but while you're thinking about it, would you do a favor for me? Dan, when you take a shower every morning, what I want you to do is I want you to think about, now, what you're going to have him think about is what you have uncovered previously in the sales process in the crocodile brain. The things that he treasures. Why? Because that dumps the dopamine in the brain and the reward circuit in the limbic system. All right? So he may have said, I want to basically use this product. Let's say it's a phone. I want to use this phone because it's got the sharing capabilities so I can be more productive at work. I want to be able to share files with my coworkers. I want the phone to be fast so that I can get on and get off. I want it to have email features and functions. I want it to be able to connect automatically in the cloud with my tablet and my PC so that I don't have to keep emailing myself back and forth. So you go, okay, those are the things he treasures. That's what he really wants. Why does he want that? Because it's going to save him time. When you ask him, okay, Dan, if you have all this productivity and saving time, how is that really going to help you? And he's going to tell you, a lot of times when I come home from work, I have to spend after dinner another hour trying to catch up on all this stuff, and that's time away from my family. And I would rather have this phone be able to do all those things so I can save that hour so I can have time with my kids and my wife. That is what he really treasures. It's not all the productivity features. He wants more time with his wife. So let's go back now and talk about this. When Dan says, Well, I have to think about it. You go, great, Dan, take all the time you want, but while you're thinking about it, would you do a favor for me? Pause. While you're in the shower, Dan, every morning you're taking a shower, I want you to think about that time with your family that you want to have, that hour you could get back by using this particular phone that you're thinking about purchasing, and the fun you're going to have with your kids, and the time you can sit with your wife and talk to her. And I know that really matters to you, and that's a big deal. And this phone will give you that hour back of your life that you're really missing and that you're frustrated by right now. So just, think about that as you're in the shower every day, and then let me know when you're ready. Okay, that's all you have to do. Now, guess what? The limbic implant was done. There is Treasure with Emotion every morning. Just like, when you have songs pop into your head, every morning that limbic implant's going to pop into Dan's head. He's going to think about that time that he's not getting with the kids. When he's not there and he's goofing around that hour after dinner, he's going to be thinking about it at that time too. So this limbic implant is very, very powerful. It is no different than a favorite song you have that pops in your head, and it runs like an automatic program over and over and over again. That's what a limbic implant does. Pretty soon, Dan is going to give you a call back, or he's going to come back into your store and want to purchase that phone just because the limbic implant is going to driven him nuts, okay? So that is the Croc Brain selling tip of the day. Remember, please do share these on Facebook. There's a little share link down below. Click on the share. Share it on on your friends' timelines. Share it in groups that you belong to. Share it on fan pages that you're part of. Anybody that's related to having customers, clients, or prospects, these are the people that need to know about the Croc Brain selling system and these Croc Brain tips of the day. There's a link above on this post. Make sure that you click on that. Check out the Croc Brain selling system. It will change your selling or business life. It is a few-minute introductory video. Talks all about your particular situation and why the Croc Brain selling system is good for you and how it can flat out work because it's based on neuroscience fact, not hearsay. There's over 72 instructional videos on everything on prospecting, selling skills, my sales law, conversation starters. If you're nervous about starting conversations with people, I've got everything up there for you to start a conversation that has absolutely almost no rejection. It does not raise the crocodile brain sales filter. You can learn about how to work with different types of people, how to build trust and likability by being able to spot their different personality trait and the predominant ego filter. There's 4 ego filters that go along with that. So again, click on that link, watch the video, you decide, it's up to you. It's a very economically priced membership site. I want you to get in. I want you to get better at sales. I want you to improve your financial life. With that, this is Peter Lisowski with the Crocodile Brain Selling System and Crocodile Brain Tip of the Day.